Welcome to the Beard Me That Beer podcast. I'm David.
And I'm here also. Sam's here.
I need a little more energy.
Samsonite. Sam's on the podcast.
Samson the podcast. Samson the cooking guy.
And I'm
podcast.
Sam.
And welcome to the last episode of the year. This is episode 52.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
52. Because there are 52 weeks in a year.
In this year?
Well, actually, there's been about 52,000 weeks in this year.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Every hour is a week.
All right. But, yeah. Thanks for
sticking it out.
For sticking it out.
Listening.
And just, listen to us just bicker.
Maybe
for
hating
52
us.
weeks.
We weren't bickering. We were slamming down real information that people need to know and hear.
All right, David.
And love.
Anyway.
And we're Sam picked the topic today, and how'd you describe it?
Oh, it's just like
tie it together.
We gotta tie it all together.
So we're doing a discussion topic. Last one, not from printdiscuss.com,
but from ESL something, another discussion.
All right,
type
you
thing.
Really need to say them because we're using the word.
I got it. ESL Discussions.com,
and it's about beer. Because we've never done that.
We are a beer show that has never blatantly just talked about beer.
We're not a beer show. We drink beer on the show.
Beer is a critical component
also
to what
having
we do.
A beard. Yeah. But some of us don't take that serious. Sam.
I have a mellow beard.
You do, but you keep shaving it down every month.
Yeah.
Stop.
No.
It's a critical component.
You have enough beard for two.
No. Yeah. This is my beard, not our beard. It's my beard. It's my beard.
Yeah. So the whole premise of the show is beard me that beer.
And I am both me.
So it's me.
Beer.
I'm the one.
You're the me
asking
that?
For things. Yeah, I'm the me that.
And I'm the beard and beer.
You supply the beard and the beer, and I'm just the receiver.
Some guy. So you take
Some dude. Yeah.
So you receive.
Yeah.
I give and you receive.
I don't like where this is going.
You took it there, buddy.
That's fine.
I'm just making sure people know that you want to take it from me. And this is Sam's beer, so go ahead, Sam. What beer do we have today on the last podcast of the year?
2020. All right. It's going to be plainly obvious why I probably picked this one. But it is... oh my God, how am I going to say this? Ninja Kitten... DDH Mosaic and H Melon Hazy India Pale Ale from Local Brewing Company. And I swear to God, if they're not from around here, San Francisco, California. So not so local.
I literally told you to look this up and you didn't do anything.
I didn't. I really didn't. Let me see. What does it say? Bottom of the can says Tiny but Mighty. 8/11/20. Yeah, it does. I was like, I never noticed that. But it's cool blue can with a Ninja Turtle-esque looking kitten on the top.
Ninja Cat.
Cat.
And I will say it's a double dry hop mosaic. And what's H melon? Hazy melon?
Maybe?
Oh, yeah, because it's a hazy IPA. 7.4%.
All right, I'm pulling up the info right now.
I already did. There's nothing good.
Nothing good?
I mean, they have an art team, but I don't feel like reading.
Wow, it would help if I spelled local correctly. I put local. Come on.
They don't really have an our story. They do have a...
Do you see? What do you see?
Nothing. But I just want to try the beer, so I'm.
You just want to get into it. All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna drink it, and that's it.
I am judging your brewery with this one beer.
It smells delicious.
Does it? I'm talking to them, if they listen to this.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
I am judging your brewery, Local Brewing Company.
My microphone.
On this one beer. He probably wishes he had a clamp arm.
No. We're good.
Microphone.
Right. Oh my!
Smells. If you're not watching this on YouTube, I am about, I would say, a foot away from the beer, and I can smell it.
Dude, this smells promising.
Yeah, smells refreshing, citrusy.
It definitely smells. Yeah, there's a fruity quality to the smell.
I don't want to say melon because I smell more citrus, but I wonder what melon they mean.
Yeah, I don't know
Cantaloupe.
I don't know what an H melon is.
Honeydew. Watermelon.
Honeydew. A honeydew melon?
I don't know.
Maybe. Let's see. Did that just hit your teeth? That was uncomfortable to hear.
I think I taste cantaloupe. Yeah, I definitely taste cantaloupe. Not in the way of eating cantaloupe, but I taste... Have you ever had cantaloupe water?
A can of...
Cantaloupe water?
Yeah, I've had it.
Like blended it up, a little bit of sugar in it.
Yeah.
That's what this... I mean, besides the beer part. I think I'm assuming it's cantaloupe and now I taste cantaloupe, or it just... But I don't know what melon is. But I'm thinking...
It doesn't, like... Okay, so, like, honeydew melon is, like, one of the flavors I usually get for, like, a boba.
That's not real honeydew.
I know, but that's, like,
sugar.
That's the flavor I associate, and I don't so much get that.
I think I get cantaloupe.
It's yeah, there's definitely...
I don't get watermelon, that's for sure.
No, not watermelon.
This is great.
Does it say anything about watermelon?
No, just says...
anything.
Ninja Kitten.
No, this is good. I think it's really good. Oh my goodness. Local Brewing Co.
in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty stellar.
All right, I just read the notes. Would you like to know what other people say about this beer?
Oh, give me.
No, this is on a
info.
website called Craft Shack. Notes of sticky Jack Herr, cantaloupe, white grapes, and strawberry.
White grapes make sense.
I don't really taste white grapes, but I don't know what white grapes taste like. I've had a white grape beer, but it tastes more like champagne.
But never like an actual white grape.
I don't know what a white grape is. I've only seen green and purple.
Well, just picture a grape.
But invisible.
Yes. Yeah, you got it.
A white grape. Mm-hmm. Is that what they call Republicans?
This is a good beer. I would.
I don't taste the strawberry either, but
I don't know if I
taste cantaloupe after I ate it. I taste cantaloupe.
Maybe like a little bit strawberry, in the way of like a strawberry soda, like hints of, not like very strong, but like.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
That's fine.
Say you're full of shit.
Well, you don't have to.
You don't have to say it like that.
You don't have to be that aggressive about it. But okay, sure, whatever. Fuck face. I swear to God, if
you're on my side, he keeps putting his foot on my side of the table.
These are my feet on this side of the table.
Okay, check this out. All this is mine.
I don't.
Shut the fuck.
Well, don't touch your foot to my foot.
That foot became my foot as soon as you walked in the door.
I'm gonna put your foot.
There's a big agreement that you saw when you walked in.
Where's the waiver that I signed? All right, this is good though. I like this beer.
I haven't said it, but this is delicious. Really good, nice and hoppy. It's pretty 7.4%. It feels a lot stronger. I don't really taste a lot of alcohol,
right?
But I feel it. I've had like 3 sips, and I'm like, woo, buzzed. It's like doing a caffeine shot. You kind of feel it right away.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
I had now. COVID.
It's like. No, it's just working its way down, man.
Down where? Downtown?
Downtown.
Or downtown.
Yeah. No, you got it.
All right.
Right. Topic time.
I guess we'll get to the topics. There are a lot of questions, so we are going to blast through them. There are 20 questions. This is the last episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so, we don't want to just break this up into 2. We don't need that hanging into the new year.
53 episodes, like do a twofer during the week.
I mean, we will have a 53rd episode.
But it will be...
a 54th.
Yeah. It will be different.
Yeah, it'll be different. But... let's just keep this topic to 1.
I can bet there'll be 500 episodes. You want to take a bet? More than 500 episodes.
You think we're going to stay on the horse that long?
I think after next year in 2022, we'll do an episode a day.
Really? Because by that point, we'll have quit our jobs.
By that point, we'll be famous. We'll have the mansion. We'll wake up.
Wow. You have high hopes, sir.
We'll make all the podcasts, platforms come and record their own version.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're going to be like a network.
Yeah.
We're going to have like several podcasts under like an umbrella.
Sure.
Okay. That's cool, man. Good. Good. You have aspirations.
No, I would say goals. Goals are attainable.
Oh, aspirations just sound like
ass. All right. Question 1. Do you want to go first, Sam? You picked it. Yeah, go ahead.
You want to alternate too? All right. Here we go. Question number 1. Do you know how beer is made?
Milling, mashing, boiling,
Crushing.
fermenting.
Wow, we sound very
And
knowledgeable.
I guess you could say cast or conditioning, followed by bottling or carbonating.
Just a lot of
So you mill
adjectives
the
and
grain.
verbs.
You mill the grain,
What does that
which
mean?
means crushing it. Basically, you crush it. You want to break it up, and then you boil. You don't really boil it. You mix it with hot water, and then that's supposed to break up the grain, and you get that enzyme reaction. So you get sugar. That's what alcohol is. So then after that, you have the wort, which is basically smashed up sugary hotness. Then you boil that, and that's when you can
That's
put
my stripper name, by the way.
hot mess,
Smashed up sugary hot mess.
brown sugar, hot mess.
Ooh, oh, very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the stage, brown sugar hot mess.
That's good.
And it's gonna be like Skrillex in the background. Bangarang. Anyways, back to that needs to be an animation. Then you boil it, and that's where you can add hops, and then you
All right.
transfer it to a fermenting process, and that's where sugar becomes alcohol.
Interesting. If it's not totally apparent, David is going to be the more knowledgeable on this subject.
And like level 1, because I don't know scientifically,
which is much more than even me with a passing outside knowledge.
That's about all I know.
And 52 episodes in, and I still am not 100% sure on what hops are. I know we've gone over.
I mean,
flowers.
You know what they are. They're not flowers. It's a plant.
Variety of
I think
plant
it's vine
type
vine-ish.
that lend different qualities to a drink. I've got that much.
Well, I think it's America. Not everyone does hops and beer around the world.
See, these are details that get me even more confused.
But I think they put hops in because it made the beer last longer, like a India
like
Pale
a
Ale.
preservative.
Yeah, like an India Pale Ale. They like a double one. They're like, oh, it's gonna last longer. Like they called it. I believe they called it that because when they had the British were trading with India, and they were going by boat. And they're like, oh, we gotta make this beer last. So they made it double hop to make it last a little longer.
Well, I mean, especially back in the day when it wasn't like a quick trip
I think it was
across
like
the pond.
East India Trading Company.
Yeah.
I think that might have been it.
I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
They had rum, not beer, but yeah, I believe that's what it is. I believe. I'm not sure. I think I misremembered my teacher, but so yeah, that's how the beer is made. Next question.
Okay. Well, thanks for...
Obviously, it's depending on the size of your brewery, if you're doing it at home. I simplified it. There are different ways and different things to do.
Don't look to us for a comprehensive...
I would say that's the general info.
That is just a quick overview.
I wouldn't even say it's the Cliff Notes. It's like the Bliff Notes.
It's the blip notes.
Like idiot.com Bliff Notes / David's beer brewing process.
Someone buy that domain
right now.
Be good.
We will buy it. All right.
Number
Question 2. What beers are produced in your country? Like I said, we Americans have an affinity with hops, so a lot of hops in our beers, and IPAs a lot. The light beer is probably the most produced beer in America.
So by light, you mean what
Your
qualifies?
Budweisers, your Coors Light, your Bud Lights,
Your Miller Lights.
all that stuff.
Interesting.
And here's a tidbit for people who don't know. One of those companies throws away more beer than probably the largest craft beer maker makes.
Really?
So on the line, you can imagine it's You know, it's an assembly line. So beer is wasted, thrown out all the time. I saw this in a documentary. I think it was Stone, the guy, the owner of Stone. He's like, Bud Light throws away more beer than I make in a year, and they've only gotten bigger. That video is about 15 years old, and it's only like gotten way bigger.
Really?
Isn't that shocking?
I mean, like, I don't, as an outsider who's not really up on any of that.
When I say throw away, they sell it to Americans because their beer tastes like shit.
Okay, but that is like the primary.
I would say light beers are
produced.
I think I looked at they sell and produce way more than craft beer companies.
Well, I mean, like go to any convenience store
and it's funny
several.
The independent label is just like a group of people say this is what you have to be be independent, and I think it was like you can't sell them more than 1 million something. Boston Beer Company, Sam Adams.
Yes.
Makes more than that, so they changed that because Boston Beer Company is still an independent beer company.
So they just kind of readjusted that
like,
so it fits.
Yeah, because then they wouldn't be acknowledged as an independent craft brewer.
When really they.
I mean, you can argue because they're huge, but I would love to go to Boston just to see if the beer tastes better there. Like maybe they get a bunch of different other kinds.
In addition to like the
maybe it's like that Starbucks thing where they buy like coffee shops.
Oh, and like absorb it.
Yeah, but don't say it's Starbucks and they just do all their experimental blends or try different things.
All right, I hear what you're saying.
Maybe, I don't know. I just talked about this with Isabel this morning. Like all the breweries that are going to shut down, I was like Ballast Point, Stone, L. Smith, they should go all out and buy them and then just keep the name, but just do their experimental, like super small batch blends, like because they can probably afford it.
Interesting. All right, David having some cool thoughts.
Trademark.
All right, number 3. I can answer this one. I don't need any expertise for this. Number 3. Do you like beer?
Sam's answer: no, not really.
Not on the level that David does. I have
Sam doesn't really enjoy beer.
I'm a casual drinker at best, and even then, like David is the real enthusiast.
I really only drink when Sam's here, so I have no idea what he's talking about.
I really only drink around David, and like
except
occasionally,
except when he went karaoke all the time with
karaoke time. It would be like I would go get my
soju,
my red trolley, and like don't laugh at me.
Red trolley.
My what is the other one I would get? Sometimes I'd get
Stone
like some
Delicious IPA.
Hefeweizen.
Some hef?
Yeah. Or what is another? Like I usually like when I'm not with David, I'll drink. I like to drink lighter stuff because that's not my.
It's
goal
funny.
in
He
life.
says lighter stuff, but he picked a double dry hop mosaic hazy India Pale Ale 7.4%.
But is it funny because I also have eyeballs, and this is a very pretty looking can.
I mean, I like if a can catches my eye, yes, but then I read and I'm like, I don't want another double dry hop.
See, I skipped that.
I like beer, obviously. This is called Beer Me That Beer. Beer is good. I definitely have taken a step back with not drinking as much beer, and Sam is a giant moron because COVID and not going out and don't want to gain the extra weight. So I used to drink every day. Now I drink beer probably twice a week, maybe once a week. I do like whiskey.
Alcohol.
Yeah. Whiskey, alcohol. And it's, winter eggnog. I love eggnog and whiskey.
So,
all right, question 4.
I was going to say, well, so it sounds like...
question 4.
Oh, my God. So, David, hard yes, but you've scaled back.
I said yes.
I have a casual appreciation for beer.
Do you like beer, yes or no?
It's okay.
Is it yes? I literally said yes or no. Which is it? There's no option C.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many times have you smacked your head on the wall?
What?
Nothing. Question 4. How would you describe the taste of beer? Gross. 1.
If we're being real, beer tastes pretty. Bleh.
So my thing for my level of how good a beverage tastes. For me, the top tier thing is water.
Because it's nothing.
Water tastes completely, perfectly amazing because it's nothing. It's
life juice.
Yeah, no added thing, just filtered water, whatever. beer is far down. Beer does not taste good. I don't like the taste of hops. I think that's why I don't understand the non-alcoholic beer. Because I just don't like the taste of. It's
Like-
more like, what's the point?
Like if you don't get like all of the
It's like eating a pizza, but you just eat the pepperoni.
That still sounds good. Like I think the one you're looking for is if you were just to eat the crust.
No, I like the crust more than pepperoni.
What?
Crust is good. Are you one of the people that doesn't eat the crust?
No, I eat the crust.
Then why are you?
But exclusively
Why-
crust, I don't eat. Like I'm not huge
I'd
on
rather
breadsticks.
eat bread than just pepperoni.
Really,
Yeah,
dude, it's meat.
bread's good.
Bread's okay.
Pepperoni's barely a meat. Let's be honest. It's
I mean, like
barely a meat.
crust is barely bread.
It's just bread. It's bread. Dough. What, Sam? What is crust made out of?
Go, man. Bread, yeast
Yeast.
for yeasty boys.
You're done. Oh, I forgot that in the brewing process is yeasting.
Yeah, yeast, big component for beer, dude.
When you're fermenting, yeah, that's where you get a lot of the other notes. Beer, I mean, it depends on the beer. IPAs taste like IPAs. They're a lot more bitter.
What does that mean?
Bitter?
IPAs taste like IPAs? Of course they do.
Yeah, that was a statement.
Yeah, continue.
You
I was
asked what it meant. It's a statement.
I'm
It's the
just
same
being-
thing.
I'm just being a jerk.
No, not really. I don't say you were being a jerk. I was probably dumb.
Turn it around. It's good.
Porters taste, roasty coffee, but that's like the malt and the yeast they use to get it. Stouts maybe sweeter. Reds, like a little more roasted ale kind of taste. It just depends. You can taste hops, and the hops have different tastes. I go for that. Hops to me now taste like skunky and funky and like
Your
what
favorite words about
like weed. Even though I don't know what. I know what weed smells. I don't know what it tastes like.
You never had like a special brownie on
I've
accident?
never had any marijuana in my body.
No Mary Jane's?
No ganja.
None of the reefer
None of the
reefer
ganj.
madness? None of the Okay. All right. Fair.
Question?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've gotten better at pinpointing certain things when it comes to just general beer taste. But I mean, like, if I'm totally honest, it's still all pretty much tastes ballpark the same to me. Like,
I don't think it does.
no, I know there's like if I take a more
stout
critical,
doesn't taste like an IPA.
if I take-
a lager, doesn't taste like an IPA. A hef doesn't taste like a porter.
if I look with a more critical eye, there's a different. Obviously there's a
That's not
difference.
critical. That's just like, oh, it's cloudy outside one day, and oh, it's not cloudy. It's just like your senses. That's not critical.
I'm building to a point, sir.
Okay.
I was just gonna say,
Please make it a good one.
like if I'm cash drink like I normally do, it's just like it's all just carpet bomb. It's the same, just kind of just
Carpet
bitter
bomb?
Yeah, just a blanketed view.
What is a carpet
Bomb.
bomb?
Just wrap a bomb with a carpet.
How do you wrap it with carpet? Have you ever seen the long rolls of carpet they use to put in houses? That shit don't wrap.
Yeah, man.
That's why it's flat.
They look like a taquito. Ever seen them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you wrap a bomb in that?
It's just like a person.
There's going to be an
just
opening.
put it in- yeah, it's
How many
fine.
bodies have you killed today?
Don't worry about it. But I mean, point being, I don't think they taste that great. But if like we
You
do
don't
all
need to
the
be-
time.
Why are you so defensive? You're like,
Shut
they don't
up.
taste that great. But
Like
you always do that.
in my,
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm just
I
saying.
literally said beer does not taste
That's
that good
my
without alcohol.
civilian opinion. Is that beer is just kind of meh. But I'm like, I co-host a beer show with my best friend, so I can't just say that because that's just like that's not what we're looking for
You are
here.
still defending the shit out of yourself, and I'm just like, say what you want.
Yeah, I am saying
I
what I
even
want.
said like beer doesn't taste that good unless it's getting me buzzed.
Beer's fine. That's the point I was
There
building
are
to.
few beers that I've had where I'm like, wow, this is delicious.
Yeah.
Very few that I would drink without alcohol content.
Point being, the kind of drinker I am, I only ever do really like one or two at a
Sam
time.
likes seltzers and soju and
Seltzers and
Claws.
soju? What do I have, like,
and
just
car
constant
bombs.
heartburn?
is that what they give you? Heartburn?
No.
Then why did you say that?
Because everything else gives me heartburn. Just constantly drinking water with like Tums and stuff.
Or senile old man. Let's get you home.
Where's my antacid? My chest hurts.
Can I bother you for a glass of warm milk?
Oh, I can't breathe. There's bubbles in my throat.
You will sleep. Well, I will put you to sleep. All right, everyone.
That's good.
We're going to replace outdoors time with arts and craft time. All right, question 5. What do you think of people? Or is that you? That's you. Sorry.
Is it me?
Is it?
It is number.
Yeah,
it is number me.
You're odd. I'm even.
I am odd. Number 5. What do you think of people who drink too much beer?
Nothing. They can do what they want. It's their body. Next.
Really?
I mean,
like my opinion. I know, like our opinions don't matter. People are gonna do what they do. Like you can think what you want. It's not.
I've learned a lot about myself this year.
Did you?
And the not being around people, I have completely settled into I don't care about other people.
Yeah.
I've lost my humanity. More because Cheeto Puff is a giant piece of shit. But yeah, I just drink what you... I mean, there are effects to the drinking. Good, bad, terrible, diseases, possibly cancer. But that's your choice. Your choice. I have no opinion to someone else's body.
I mean, like I could probably just think, I'm like, that seems kind of self-destructive. That doesn't look like that's doing anything good for you.
I would say drinking caffeine is pretty self-destructive.
Why do you just constantly just try to antagonize me? Like just all passive aggressive?
That wasn't
like,
pretty.
You know, David. You know I do that. That's my thing.
Passive aggressive. That was that was a pretty straightforward statement. I do think there are. You can be addicted to beer and caffeine, but like I said, Sam can drink 75 coffees. And can I have an opinion about that? Sure. Like, is he pissing and shitting all day? That would be my first thought if he was drinking that much. But I have a bigger, fight with Sam. The amount of takeout he eats. And he knows it's self-destructive.
I don't care.
He does.
Not really.
You do.
About what?
You do care about it. Because you're getting it. You care about eating it. You wouldn't. If you didn't care, you wouldn't eat it.
It's just convenient.
It's okay, Sam. I'm here for you. He's like, trying he's like, I'm like, I want to kill you. He knows. He knows it stems from a deeper problem.
We all have our problems, David.
I didn't say it was a bad thing, did I? I just stated it.
Problems, by definition, are bad.
And some problems are good.
Sure.
SM57.
We're just moving away. You're such a SM7B, sir.
But yeah, you could drink a lot. You can drink too much, but
I mean, like I try and steer clear of people that just clearly drink too much because there's a general vibe you get from people like that where it's just like, well, you're just not pleasant to be around. That's like you bring everything down. I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Do what you want. You're like, we don't have to be friends.
I've had many friends I've drinking too much some days, and then like don't drink, and or like it's just it's a thing. It's not like I guess because I'm not around it daily, or ever was. Like people tell stories. Oh, my dad would drink a 6-pack a day at home. It's like I was never around that. As a kid.
You are that.
I don't have kids, so.
Just kidding. Oscar's
I don't drink 6
Oscar's not a baby?
Not anymore. Before I did. Before I drank probably like 12 beers.
That's a lot.
Over like 4 hours?
Yeah.
And eating after a long day of work?
Coming from a person that does not generally drink.
I guess your 12 cups of coffee probably would be the same.
I mean, it's not.
Like a 96
it's
ounce,
really not.
You have like a 96 ounce therma.
I do not drink that much coffee. At most, like, bare minimum.
Don't lie.
I drink about 20 ounces of coffee.
You're a fucking liar.
No.
And a half.
On an average day.
Your penis is going to fall off from lying so much.
Is that a thing? That's not real. What? Why didn't you tell me? No, yeah, no, I drink maybe like 2-3 cups.
Okay.
Minimum.
We're getting away from the topic.
That's fine. It's fine.
Coffee sucks anyways. Number 6. Would you like to try to make your own beer? I have. The first time I made it, I bought one of those kits that you find online. Mm-hmm. Great idea. Because it's like a fun little experiment to start. And then I did buy I made it, and it was a light beer. And my wife, who does not like beer, tried it. And she's like, wow, this is super good. Because it didn't taste like beer. It just tasted like carbonated alcohol, and it was a little sweet. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, this is great. It was supposed to be like a Coors Light.
Yeah.
And then I tried making another one, a red. Uh-huh. And I bought a couple things to make the kit a little better.
Yeah.
And it was probably the grossest thing I've ever tasted in my entire life.
But you made it yourself.
I think the mistake was putting it. It says just put it in your closet and forget about it, but you forget that San Diego has almost year round 73 degrees and hotter, and you're supposed to keep it a little cooler than that.
Yeah.
So right now would probably be a perfect time to make some beer because it's a little cooler.
If you had a kit,
I do have a kit. I have all that stuff to make the beer.
Could and should do that then.
I have the hops. I have hops and yeast and all that shit.
What?
Yeah. But yeah, I have made it. It's fun. I would love to do it again. Mm-hmm. I want to do it though in a semi-professional manner, and I just don't have the space for that.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. All right.
Garage with a second fridge, I would totally be all over it. I would get a kegerator at that point.
A what?
Kegerator?
What's that?
You fill up a keg and you get carbonation, then you pour it out. It's like remember at our wedding we had the keg.
Our wedding, the time we got married.
Wedding. Well, I mean we've been married for 75,000 years.
Yes, I remember.
Well, a kegerator is something you put that keg in, and it's like a fridge with a spout coming out, and you pour the handle. You've been to a bar, right? You know those taps you see? Think of just 1 or 2 or 3, but in a fridge.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you didn't need to explain all that. I could have just used context
I know how stupid you are.
I mean, keg as a lone word, I understand. Refrigerator.
Keg
sounds like
irrigator.
Whatever. Irrigator. It sounds like refrigerator. I could have just scrunched those together and be like, oh, it's like a fridge for a keg.
Anyways,
a keg-rigerator.
I would definitely do it. If the second I own a house in 15 years, we will do a making beer video.
Yeah. Well, at least we have some representation from one person because I think it'd be fun. I've never done it, but I think it'd be kind of.
Would you like to? Yeah. I mean, I'd be down
because it's like a cool little sciencey experiment kind of thing.
It's super sciencey, but you don't have to be scientific about it.
Thank God, because that is definitely not that I don't have that energy at all. So it's cool. It's cool, man. Yeah, I'd be totally open to trying sometime. What kind of beer though? What
I would go stout or porter. I'm tired of IPAs.
I would be down for that.
Like a super coffee, mocha latte, frappuccino.
Why are you using like my trigger words right now?
Frappuccino.
No, frappuccino. You're losing me.
Espresso.
What?
Froth.
Espresso?
Milk froth stout.
You just gave me the name for my coffee shop. The
Milk
Espresso.
And it's just you on the stripper pole.
Welcome to the Espresso.
Toothseed brown sugar hotness.
All right, cool. You're giving me a good headcanon right now.
Fucking Bruno Mars song, but trap remix.
Stupid. Okay, moving on. Number 7. What is a good name for a beer? I've not given this any thought.
I mean,
pick a type of
beer here all the time. We drink beer every podcast, and we always, poke fun at the name. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they're clever. This one's cool, but it has nothing to do with the beer. I like either it has to do with the beer or some sort of name.
Like a name or like a reference?
Like a name. Like a
name. This beer is named Alan.
Like Keanu Lager. Like just something like that. But I do like it when it's like incorporated into like somehow the style of beer.
Okay.
Like
all right.
coffee lovers porter. I know it's probably going to be really coffee.
I mean, that is definitely a tip of the hat
Yeah.
to like, oh, that's what this is.
Or like Starbucks sucks coffee porter. That's funny. But it has to do with the name because it's coffee.
I'm like,
Like puns or something to do with, yeah.
let's workshop something right now.
Sam sucks. Heffenweiser.
What is it? What does that mean?
Okay, we'll come up with the name right now.
Pick a type of beer.
Let's go sour.
A sour?
A sour? Subject.
A subject.
Your favorite movie this year.
My favorite movie this year?
And it has to be a sour beer.
And it has to be, you have to tie it into
And
the movie.
hear this. It's this.
Hear
it's
this.
hear
Who the
this.
fuck says hear this? Hear this.
Your favorite movie this year.
Okay.
This is the beer. A cherry sour.
A cherry sour? Oh, dude, that's a tall order. Because for one, I don't remember or know what my favorite movie has been this year. To have been released this year that I've seen. Wow, that's pretty impressive. How are you rolling your eyes like that? It's like one eye is kind of going a little askew.
All the blood rushed.
I was gonna say, I was like,
awesome.
that looked odd. But yeah, like, what do you mean? Like favorite movie? Like,
Okay, you come up with a name for a cherry sour, and I'll come up with a name for a cherry sour.
oh, I mean, I was gonna pick a stout, but
Okay, cherry stout.
huh?
Chocolate cherry stout. Go. Name
I was
for
gonna
it.
say I'm a little beer can short and stout,
See, that might work.
but it's a long name. But
I'm a
I
little
mean, like, I
beer
would totally
can
yeah.
short and stout. But then what's that's like tea, isn't it? I'm a little teapot short and stout.
Yeah.
So
So it was like a cherry tea.
that's disgusting.
It's my beer,
If
David.
it was a peppermint stout, though,
A peppermint stout.
you can be like made with peppermint tea and caffeinated.
You've never had like
by-
a cherry tea? It's like a black tea, like a cherry tea.
No, that's a good name. Is that rights reserved?
It's a parody.
Actually, this is the funny part with beers. People are literally taking flat out, like they'll make a beer from Queen, and they'll do the same thing.
They'll use the imagery and everything.
They'll call it Bohemian Lager City, something like that.
I'm like, clearly you never thought about that before. That's
have
pretty
never.
good. Lagers, Bohemian Lagersity.
Like they'll do that. No one bats an eye. Fucking this lady from the Great British Bake Off, Mary Berry. Yeah, that's her name. They made some beer company made a beer, and they I think they were like Mary's Not So Berry something. And then
she ripped into it.
her lawyer sent them a cease and desist order.
Wow.
So then they like did like a Fall Out Boy thing. We had to change the name of this so we wouldn't be sued, kind of thing.
Ah, very good.
Yeah. So make it memorable, I think. But it's like a song, like song names, like like Fall Out Boy song names.
It's really long.
Specifically from Under a Cork Tree are great. But I wouldn't be like, oh, Neo did a great job naming the songs, because he didn't name any of them. Like, put a story, go for the style of the beer.
Yep.
Mine would be called probably Oscar's Cherry Stout.
Oscar's cherry stout.
And I put Oscar's face right on the bottle or the can or on the board.
Uh-huh.
He's a
Interesting.
black Scotty. People would like that.
Oh. Okay. All right. So yours has got
We're
that
going
kind of
close.
cuteness appeal.
The brewery name is probably going to be something to do with Oscar. And he'll be everywhere. Oscar Mayer.
Oscar Mayer Brewery.
Oscar Mayer Wiener Lover Espiritu Constantino Brewery Company.
That's a mouthful. Are you doing acronyms or is
I
it?
might just call it Oscars, and then people, what is this place? And they come in and it's like, oh, this is a brewery,
Yeah.
and just be like, one
We
of
also
those.
sell Mexican food.
No, I wouldn't sell Mexican food.
just exclusively beer.
Only beer. It's expensive. All right, next question.
I think it's yours.
Do you think there's a difference between beers from different countries? Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Germans like their beer way different from Americans. Japanese people like their beer different from Germans. Like they're always going to be different.
But Japanese people do like their beer like Americans.
Hoppy or rice lager?
No, I was being dumb.
Oh, I was about to say.
Maybe, I don't know.
What's that one beer that everyone... Sapporo?
Sapporo or Asahi.
That tastes like Coors Light to me. Because I'm pretty sure...
They're light.
I think a big beer company in America owns them.
Yeah, it was like a lot of like those especially those import beers, like from like Japan in particular, like they're lighter. The big ones. Import. The ones you see.
I don't think I would like German beers, but I hear different things. Like I have friends have gone to that beer festival in Munich, and they're like, "Oh, the beer's great, but it's just not like here." Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, like
I'll be drunk, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, like I've already established I'm not that much of a beer drinker, but like the few imported beers I've had, like yeah, there's definitely a difference from like your run of the mill, just grocery store
even
beers.
From state to state to state to state. Like it's like food. There's a difference. Like New England IPA, everyone knows that was kind of like the hazy thing, but I'm sure they stole it from another state that just didn't do as good a job as marketing. But
yeah. So yes, there is differences.
I'm American, so I like the American styles. That being said, I don't really like IPAs. I like
other styles,
stouts and porters and reds. Sours are good. I need a barrel-aged stout. Let's buy a barrel, a whiskey barrel, and make a stout.
You wanna?
No, that's so expensive, Sam. Number 9, go ahead, buddy.
What do you think of beer bellies and lager louts?
I don't know what lager louts are, but beer bellies are you're fat, right?
Yeah. You know, beer's
empty calories.
Beer's empty calories. If you drink a lot, it's gonna show.
Yep.
So yeah.
That being said, it's also a good source of calories.
Yeah.
Good carbs.
Yeah. I mean, you fill up. I would imagine if you're not drinking like a monster, you'd fill up quick. So
when I was doing a lot of beer miles, someone told me, I was like, "Oh, that's actually kind of smart." But like they were thinking, it was like, "Oh, maybe a beer before I go running." That way they use the energy right there and then.
Just quick burst.
Yeah, and you're kind of buzzed, so you don't feel anything.
But that's not what they're asking.
That's my goal.
That's good, David. But yeah, no beer bellies, no shame to it or anything. But you drink and you don't do anything. I think you're gonna get one.
I think what I'm picturing is like a really skinny dude and just like a pillow,
just a soft pillow.
And
on the tum tum.
Like I'm such a big dude that like I still haven't worked out because of that elbow thing. And I'm still a big dude, though. Like, I just look a little ripper. But I'm still a big dude. I just don't know what that feeling of super, like, skinny, no muscle feels like. So, I guess that's my, like, go-to beer belly.
Yeah, I was going to say neither of us. I mean, we just don't have that build.
You know what? Your dad looks like a good beer belly.
Yeah.
Like a good example of it.
Because he's a smaller build, but he's got...
No, that's what I'm saying. He's a skinny dude.
Yeah.
But he's not, fat.
Yeah, but he doesn't got like a barrel belly.
Yeah, or like a
six-pack. A heavy drinker. Yeah.
Huh. But he likes beer.
It's a common body type.
Sorry, it's like a dad bod without no muscles. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Soft.
You called him your dad soft. That's your
no. My dad is
number 10. How many beers would you normally drink a week? Normally before COVID. 30
in a week.
24 to 30.
Including what we do.
No, this is before COVID, when I was going out.
No, like including our stuff, too.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I wasn't sure
because we used to drink quite a bit when we did a lot of stuff. Yeah, I have like, 18 beers during the week. Weekend, have another 12, 14.
Yeah, and I pretty much just whatever I do here. So maybe like 4 or 5.
Now I'm 4 to 5 to 6 a week.
So I think when we were going harder, it was like 4 to 5, and I think maybe now it's maybe
we
like
were
more
filming
like 3 to 4.
A lot of things.
Yeah,
all the time.
Our filming schedule was kind of hectic.
Doing like 3 things a day.
Yeah, on our shooting days. Yeah. So dense. There's a lot more of those days.
But now it's just this, and we do 4 packs, and then the streaming 4 packs.
Yeah. So
So yeah, 4 to 6 beers a week for me right now.
I would say 3 to 5, maybe. It could, 2 to 5.
Yeah, he won't drink that beer. Next question, 11. Student, the next one. Yeah,
Number
B's.
11. Is beer a very popular drink in your country? Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say, I think light beer is the most popular.
But us being Southern California, that's a big,
Yeah, people
especially
talk about
beer scene down here.
the food scenes in like LA and New York. Craft beer is Portland, San Diego, maybe Boston, Houston.
There are certainly trendy pockets throughout the country.
But San Diego, I mean, before COVID had hundreds of breweries.
Yeah. Less so now.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well. But yeah, popular. Of course it's popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, people drink.
Is there anything healthy about drinking beer? I think I said that during the running. I think it's a good source of carbs. If you're doing like, hey, drink a beer, go run a couple miles. Instead of eating, too. I think you would feel better.
Yeah, I think if you are strategic about it, there are definitely benefits.
Yeah. I think I saw a little thing with protein beer. And I was like, how does that work? Because alcohol eats protein.
So unless it's like fresh.
I mean, unless
there's
it's
something weird with that protein.
non-alcoholic.
Yeah. Ugh.
But then it's like hoppy protein.
Yeah, I wonder about the science behind that.
Yeah. I wonder that it's not actual science. But yeah.
A lie. They just lie to you.
Drink a beer. I mean, I took a health class in college where the teacher, he was actually a health nutritionist for like a company. Like, oh yeah, they hired us and we just keep everyone healthy. Like that's our job for this business.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And he was
Interesting.
if you live a active lifestyle, eat healthy, a beer is good for you. A glass of wine is good for you. But if you are overweight, don't
Inactive,
work out, and think that that wine and those oxidants are going to help you, it's not.
Yeah. It's like,
But that's like everything.
Exactly. There's nothing to see here.
Next for you.
It doesn't matter.
13?
This is another string of questions that we're just tying together.
Question 13.
13. Is beer an important part of your country's culture?
Yeah.
I think so.
July 4th, Veterans Day, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Happy New Year, and a partridge in the pear tree.
I mean,
it's everywhere.
Just watch the Super Bowl, man. I mean, like commercials.
I mean, and all those big light beer companies do a great job putting their spin on you need this for the holidays.
Yeah. It is definitely big in our culture here. So I don't know. That kind of goes without saying. We're just a country with people that
I feel like they're Europe and America have a big beer culture.
Yeah. Different, they do.
But I think it's more part of their life.
Yeah.
Than, say, Canada and or Mexico.
I mean, like, they have their reputations, but I don't think it's as closely knit as... I
can't even think of a Canadian beer right now.
Yeah.
I don't know of a Canadian... I can think of a Mexican beer, for sure. Or Mexican, whatever.
But, like, especially, like, seeing this, using Canada as an example, it's like, there's not really, like a really well-known reputation to go along. I'm sure
there's a Canadian beer.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's Canadian craft beer.
Yeah.
But are you known for it?
No. There's no immediate brands that pop out like your Budweisers or your Bud
The only
Lights
thing I can think of from Canada right now that has to do with alcohol is Crown Royal.
Oh, that is Canadian, huh?
Canadian whiskey.
Interesting.
And
that's liquor.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I can drink that like if it was like a baby sucking on a little bottle. That's so good.
Right.
But other than that,
yeah, it's big here.
Yeah,
it's very big.
Big penis. From what age can people drink beer in your country?
Birth,
I believe it's
but legally,
sometimes before birth.
Secondhand.
21 is the age of legal consumption of alcohol in the state of California by yourself. The selling of alcohol to minors is illegal.
Right.
And the serving. But being a minor and drinking isn't illegal. Did you know that?
I mean, it hasn't applied to me for a long time, so I've
Well,
never
I'm saying
dug.
the rule is if you're with your parent at home, you can have a beer if you're under supervision of your parents.
I mean,
That's completely
is that like written somewhere?
Yeah.
It's not like
The
unwritten.
law is
like,
you cannot serve or sell to a minor. Doesn't say the minor can't drink.
but like, say you're at home, you're a parent, you've bought beer, and it's just there, and then the kid gets into it. You've technically bought that.
But it is in
And they're
your
taking
own
it from
home.
you.
Have they caused a ruckus? Have they crashed a car? Have they killed someone because of that?
They could.
No, but your situation, I want to know.
They might.
Are they just still? Is it like a you situation where you drank the beer and you're just on the couch watching 17
I'm
movies?
just
in a row?
saying.
No, but give me the situation. You're not giving. You're just leaving it up in the air. That's
It's
not
just
good.
it's just a general.
Doing like
it's a
Republicans
general premise.
do. You're just doing what Republicans do.
Why do you always spin stuff like that? You're such a dick.
I'm not saying you're a Republican. I'm just saying what you're doing, what Republicans do, and they just give you an idea, but they don't tell you the facts.
You'll see.
Like election fraud.
But yeah. I mean,
21. It should be lower, but a lot of things should be different. Here's my thought. It shouldn't be lower. You should be 21, but you shouldn't be allowed to be in the military at 18. You should be 21. That's always my so I'm allowed to die for my country, but I can't have a beer.
that's a good reason.
And I'm saying
That's
die for
sound.
my country, saying there are no special interests when it comes to war. But yeah.
I mean, like, it should be. I mean, like, nah, I'm not gonna get into that. But
Just
Drink when you're
come
supposed
on,
to.
say what you need to say. Say it.
say what I need to say.
Say it.
Next question.
Come on. Just what are we going to say?
Next question.
I want to hear your thoughts. How should it be? Real quick.
I mean, just for the sake of.
I'm just asking for your
No,
statement.
I'm finding my words as I'm
Okay.
speaking. Just for the sake of. What is the word I'm looking for? Sake of. It's just easier to keep track. There should just be like one age where everything's okay. Rather than it's like, 18, old enough to vote, get in the military, do such and such.
Yeah.
21,
No, that was it.
21, you can
Have a real
drink.
driver's license.
35, in the running for office. All that. It should just be like one age.
Isn't 35 the local
like-
government and 40 federal?
I thought, well, isn't 35 like old enough for
I mean,
president?
if we're getting
stuff?
into this and say I'm just opening the door, I don't think there should be an age for that, for political or government or anything like that.
Really?
Because it has been showed that old fucks like Mitch McConnell shouldn't be in any position. He definitely has dementia because no normal, sane human would act the way he is acting.
I'm just saying. Like,
Also, fuck.
just for the sake of consistency and just being totally transparent and just making it easy for everyone to know. It's like one age, you could do everything now.
Yeah.
Or everything that you're legally allowed to. Rather than it's like, we'll give it to you in baby steps.
I think it should be every year you get a stronger beer.
What? What? How do you track that? How would that apply? I don't know how you would work that into practice.
It'd be in your genetics. So everyone would have the same drink, but it tastes different based on your age. Think about it.
So everyone's drinking the same beers, but the properties are totally affected
You
by.
open up your little Palm Pilot in your hand. I'm totally Cyberpunk 2077 right now, and you're like, I want a stout, 9%. Oh, I'm not old enough to have that. I can have 8.8 though. Let's go.
But where are you getting that?
At a bar. You're just telling the mechanics in your brain to think that you're drinking that. That's all.
It's like a
is.
chip. That's
right,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh. Okay.
A neural implant. All right, next.
What were we doing?
It's me. Would you like to go to the Munich Beer Festival? Hell yeah. That's going to be our next year big Beer Me That Beer video.
Well, chill, because I haven't answered. No.
Me and Sam will be in Germany next year.
Via robot representative.
Nope, it's me and Sam.
It's going to be David's going to be there by himself, and it's going to be like me on a FaceTime call.
$3,500 tickets. We're going, buddy.
Oh man, social anxiety through the roof.
Merry Christmas. They all speak different languages, so they don't need to talk to you.
That just doesn't discourage people. They don't know. I can't wear
Actually, you're really brown. The ladies are gonna love you.
that. What? Well, I'm off the market, ladies. I'm sorry. So
You're in a different country. It's okay.
you're an idiot. All right, moving on. Number
I
7.
would love to. I would love to go just for the beer, but I
would go. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing, but
I mean, we would dress up in those weird things, and we'd have a good time.
Yeah, sure.
And with me, we would have a great time.
I mean, I
would be like, everyone would be like, "Look at this guy. Where are you from?" And
I'm just like, you'd be like the
fucking California, US of A, fuckers.
You'd be like the shark, and I'd be like that little fish that tags along and just like
I'd be
gets
the whale shark,
leftovers.
and you'd be eating all the bad shit off me.
That's how that works.
Actually, you'd probably be protecting me because I would get in a lot of fights. I'm pretty un-American, but I would just be like,
abroad.
hop on World War II, bitches.
You're an idiot. All right, next.
I love Germans. They're so smart.
Number 7. Which country produces the best beer?
I would have to say the country of Southern California, San Diego.
Because that's a country.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're biased.
I mean, we can't answer this unbiased. And we can't answer this because we have no other people to give us input.
I think it's okay to say I don't know because I haven't experienced that much.
It's okay to say America, but I know it's even better to say San Diego, California. Produces the best beer.
I don't want to give an ignorant opinion because I haven't had many beers from other places. And, maybe there's a beer out there I've never had or probably will never have.
Or San Diego.
It's San Diego.
That's a beer from San Francisco.
Yeah. We're in San Diego, though, and this is a can that is presently here. So is San Diego beer.
Sometimes you can be very ignorant.
Location.
And it's shameful.
Shammy.
You're better than... No, you got to do my Zine.
No, I don't. I got to do any of that. But yeah. I mean, maybe America, but who knows? I haven't had a lot of beer from other places.
I wouldn't say Germany because what I'm told about the beer is I wouldn't like it.
So you're going off of other people's opinions?
I mean,
you're just not gonna.
I would say
you wouldn't rather just try.
I don't like the beer they make. I know that. You've had a German beer before. They're called lagers.
One beer does not represent a whole country.
100% yes.
No, that's not true. I don't believe that. I'll say of the beers I've had, it's probably American, but I'm totally open to having my socks blown off by something I've never tried before.
I don't think it would happen though.
Just because it's unlikely.
You would just be nice. You would just be like, this tastes great.
Because I'm a nice person, dude.
Yeah, fun all the time. Yeah.
I'm like that. I'm like that even when I'm being.
I mean, nice,
fine,
lying.
It's the same.
Yeah, it really is. The Office, Andy Bernard. You can't give him a compliment. You have to pull it back. Your hair looks great in that dress, but it would look better if it was shorter.
All right, here we go. A potentially sexist question.
Oh, it's hella sexist. Is it me? Yeah. Is a beer a man's drink or a woman's drink? It is whoever fucking drinks it. Mm-hmm. That's what makes it their drink. Not our drink, but their drink.
I would just qualify it as it's a drink.
No drink. I mean, marketing, yes, they genderize the drink.
It's certainly marketed more in one way. But I know in terms of drinkability, it's anybody's drink.
Yeah.
So,
that's easy.
It's easy. Easy peasy, man.
Beer me that beer is not sexist. In fact, we think women are better than men when it comes to beer.
Just in general. You don't have to say.
There are some shitty women.
Not to say.
There's a lot more shitty men.
I was like, not to say that's not out there, but I think our baseline, in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, we're shit. shitty beings.
Welcome to Shitty Walk. What would you like, the shitty men?
I was like, now that is crossing from sexist into racist.
That's from South Park.
Yeah, which is in itself just poking jabs.
It's a commentary on life. The guy has Tourette's. Now you're being shameful, Sam.
That's good, David.
Sam's like, fuck, he is.
I don't remember.
No, he doesn't have Tourette's. He has multiple personality disorder.
Yeah, so yeah.
You're
bad.
shaming some personality disorder, dude. Come
I'm
on.
shaming a cartoon.
Number 9, here we go. Then why bring it up as a statement that you're trying to be
You brought it
racist?
up. You brought it up.
And you had to.
I'm just trying to stay.
I had to finish.
I'm just trying to stay PC
Sam's
over
my
in
bitch.
this. What?
What? Hey, go
Next.
ahead. Number 9.
Number 9. Last two. Do you mix anything with beer? Friendship.
I think they mean what? Like, do people do that?
They mix friendship with beer.
No, they like mix. Like I'm thinking soda or something or water.
I mean, like alcohol, I'll certainly mix stuff, but beer,
Like
food.
like a carbon, alcohol and beer. Yeah,
I mean, like I would.
but
think
that's
like
not mixing. That's like you're just chugging.
I would say like a rum and cola, or like a
Yeah, I don't think
like cocktails and stuff.
Would
I
you
could
mix
imagine.
a porter with a Coke?
I mean, I'll try anything once.
No, really.
Anything except that. I don't know. That's never crossed my mind.
Do that. No, I won't.
That's good.
That's weird.
Outside of food, I never really.
I guess I have mixed it, but it's not really mixed. It's I think they call it a snake eyes. You do
Like a G.I. Joe.
apple or hard cider,
Okay.
and then you get that special. It's like you put it over the glass, but there's holes in it,
Like a strainer.
kind of like a strainer, but it's 2-layered, and it's like the strainers are all, and you pour a stout. So it's a
Interesting.
cider and a stout, and then it splits the color too, so they don't mix.
Also, it's like there's this definite like
I think that's
layer.
what that strainer does. It slows the pour down, so you don't mix into
Interesting.
it. So I've had that. It's pretty good, but it's that's just me.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
I
just
think
you,
it
'cause
was
I've never
hard
had that.
cider and Guinness. Like
Oh, Guinness.
what is that stupid cider company? Angry Orchard and a Guinness mixed together. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't mixed, and it was good. I liked it. It had tart apple taste with a nice, robust, sweet stout.
They're pulling out some words today. Robust.
Sam is turned on.
Oh, egregious.
Coffee.
Do you mix anything with beer? I guess that does it for you. David's. Can you think of any other examples,
Never
or-
even mixed beer, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll pair stuff with food, but like I don't know. What would you?
Now
like,
we got to try this, huh?
there's
We
an
should
idea
do like
in there.
half a Bud Light with an IPA and see what happens.
Oh, diarrhea. That's how diarrhea happens.
No, that's what happens when you drink any beer. Sam.
Final question, David.
What's the best thing to eat with beer? I will throw a wrench at the wheel and say nothing.
Really?
I am 100%. I get food pairing, and when they're done right, they're done amazing. Like it's an amazing effect. But I already get full with a beer, and if I'm drinking beer, I want 1, 2, 3, 4 beers. If I'm eating with beer, I'm kind of like It's either because it's not a food pairing. Like you go get a slice of pizza, right? You get mushroom, pepperoni, a bunch of different stuff, and then you get like a stout. Probably not the thing you should be pairing it with. So it's gonna like affect how the pizza tastes. It's gonna affect how the beer tastes. Unless it works, unless you figure out going to the same place. Oh, this beer works with this. But then you're food pairing at that point.
But that's kind of the question, then.
No, I would say it's just best thing to eat with beer.
I would say there is no end all be all universal pairing food for a beer.
But I think pairing is different from just like eating a slice of pizza and beer. That it could be a pairing, but I think this is more asking like generally.
Yeah, I know.
Do you?
I don't think there is, because
Like
I think
Bud Light doesn't work with any food.
yeah, I think particular foods work with particular beers. I think that's how that shakes out. It's not like
Pairing, yeah.
like you're like, oh, pizza's good with sours, porters, stouts.
I want my deep dish pizza
Yeah.
with a barrel aged sour.
Yeah, that sounds horrific.
A barrel aged dessert sour.
No, thank you. Yeah. Keep your dreamsicle
Yeah.
away from my pizza.
I just like so, but then we get into pairing. I'll say I don't like eating with beer.
But that's because you don't go in with that mindset.
Unless I've done it and be like, oh, wings are good with this. But even when I eat, I'm like, I eat my food and then drink my beer. I don't like
Trading.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Soda, water works for me, but milk too. But beer, I think beer is solely by itself a better experience.
Okay, so you're a purist.
I wouldn't say purist because I'm drinking, these crazy hot beers.
You're drinking to drink. You're not. It's not.
No, I'm drinking for the beer.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
wow! It's like
it's like a sticker.
We've had an epiphany. That's great.
I don't drink to drink. I drink for the beer.
It sounds like you drink to drink, David.
No. That's like saying I breathe to air.
That doesn't even make sense, what you just said.
I know, that's what I'm saying. What you're saying doesn't make sense. Sam.
Nah, it's not the same.
Of course I'm drinking a drink. That's what you do when you drink. I'm drinking.
No. I drink to pass the time sometimes.
That's depressing, and you're an alcoholic.
No.
You should go to AA.
No.
No, you shouldn't. That doesn't work.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
Thank you so much for everyone that's listened to us.
For,
300 and how many days are in a year?
It's been
7,852 days this year.
It's been a shit year, but it's been a good year.
Oh, I've had a great year.
As a whole,
did something happen
the
this
year 2020 denier.
What I
would say the channel, we've had a good year. The years itself, take it or leave it. But
now,
we've had a lot of fun.
We need to do better, ladies and gentlemen. We need you to donate to Sam's.
No.
What's it called? What fund do you have?
My what?
You have like a fund going for something, right?
My coffee fuel account.
Or do his demo, be an executive producer on your demo.
What?
Fund. Do you?
No, I don't do any of that.
Okay.
He's
a good person.
What is that? What are you doing right now?
Just a bit.
Thanks for sticking through with us. We really appreciate you guys. You guys make it worthwhile for us to do this.
You're gonna make me cry, Sam.
I love you.
You
buddy.
almost sound sincere.
I am sincere. Life has its ups and downs, but it has been a constant coming over here to make content for you guys with my best friend.
So are you making content for content's sake?
No, it's just like...
Are you drinking beer to drink beer?
I come over here to hang out with my friend.
He says that, but it doesn't sound sincere to me. And then he gives me shit, too. You're like, I come here to hang out with you. And then we hang out, and he's like, I don't have to be here.
This is what happens when you, try and be funny all the time. When you try and be serious, people are like, oh, he's still joking. No,
I'm just saying, he tries to be sincere, but then he's like, I don't have to be here. I don't have to take this.
Yeah, that's the funny bits.
It's off camera.
Yeah.
That when you say that.
Yeah. But I pretend like they're always on. Yeah.
TV.
And then I'm always just doing gyms.
Sam TV.
No. But no. Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we had fun.
Thanks for tolerating us.
2020 will be even better.
2021.
No, we got to redo this year. Doesn't count.
From the top. Take it from the top. We're restarting.
Top one more time.
One more time.
From the top, one more time. Thanks for watching and listening.
Keep drinking, keep listening. Beer Me That Beer is a San Diego-based craft beer YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and podcast show.
And for more of us, check out beardmethatbeer.com. That's beardmethatbeer.com. If you want to reach out directly to us, email us at bmtbinfo@gmail.com. That's bmtbinfo@gmail.com.